Corona challenge at the moment is one of the biggest challenges we've ever seen. And a lot of the younger managers never experienced such a crisis and such a deep impact that has on a global basis. So I think that is quite unique.
Here, the change, the real effect will come from the C-suite, C-level people, because those are the decision makers. Those are the people who are running their companies. Do you think that they are equipped in the way that you described? Do you think that they are, their mindset is there?
I think you see both. I think you see great managers on C-level who either are still young, so you think about the founders, the startups and the digital companies, they probably learned that by heart right from the beginning what digital means, and they run the transformation. The second group of people probably is those guys who intellectually have understood that it is a necessity to go that way, and then they drive the decision more or less. And finally, maybe there's the ones who hear about it but still don't believe in it, and maybe they still are too hesitant. And that is what we also in our daily work, we see that they talk about digital and customer, but their decisions and the final consequence in driving impact in the company sometimes is not there. They wait too long, they have not understood the value of data, they don't collect the data, they are hesitant. And I think that is quite a crucial phase in a company now. If you're still struggling in what to do because the time's running out, you need to act now.
Yes, exactly. And from our point of view, the profession of consultancy is also evolving. We are reinventing our own profession in order to help and add value those C-suite managers, C-level people to better run their companies.
Yeah, I would agree, Atesh. I think there is all industries affected by digitalization, but now also with the crisis mode. So that is not different to the consulting industry. But I think the thing that this industry, our industry, need to prove now is that we are able to help clients in a very fast and very flexible way, because their problems have changed. So we no longer can come up with our standard approaches and say, well, this is a great product, or maybe you need this one now, but really to understand what helps them quickly.
Exactly.
And you know, we're talking about C-suite and maybe in bigger corporations. They need to find the budgets and so on, and that all takes time. So how can we be able to react quickly, understand the needs, help our clients in prioritization, and support them in surviving the crisis, and then gaining more strength afterwards. That probably is an important thing. The other thing is that I think the very traditional services that the consulting industry offered, and we did the same, strategy development, implementation, and so on, the evergreens, I would call it, they are still relevant. Cost structure optimization, or flexibility in processes, flexibility in the organization, adopting to change and make that happen in the company.
Exactly.
That has been the consulting topics since the early beginnings, I would say. So they are still relevant. Well, I would even say they are more relevant than ever, probably.
But maybe formats will be changing. The way of doing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can see we're having this conference. We used to have that at your table and having a glass of tea, but now we're in a digital format. And that probably is another thing that has changed. We're no longer sitting at the client desks all day and doing the work together, or we need to find ways on doing this remotely and then digital via Teams or via the usual software solutions and then broadcasting solutions in the internet. And also for the staff, it has changed. So our consultants, they went to the client side on Monday morning and they got back Friday night. So now they are a bit more, they're working from home and doing their analysis. Then they have a video call with the C-suite and helping them and explaining the advice we give. And then maybe they will be traveling and having a workshop. So all those formats on how we work together with the client and how we work within the company, that has changed. And I don't think it's going to be back to the old days. This is what we call the new normal, probably.